Hello, I'm William Sanchez, and this is the Philosophical Rebellion Substack. Ever since the summer of 2023, I have believed that aliens are most likely visiting Earth, and that was based on congressional testimony given by David Grush, Ryan Graves, and David Fravor. Graves and Fravor are pilots who have seen UAP while they're flying US military aircraft, and those UAP have been captured on multiple different radar and sensor systems. Those craft are doing things beyond what any human aircraft can do, like go out into space, drop down into the ocean, hover in place in hurricane force winds, and travel speeds multiple times that of the fastest human aircraft with no visible sign of propulsion. And what is crazier is that in a recent Pentagon report, those aircraft sightings have been confirmed all the way back to the 1950s, when the CIA director was warned that these craft were traveling in national security sensitive sites, dropping down from extremely high altitudes and traveling at incredible speeds. So not only did we get recent testimony from American military pilots confirming that those craft are being seen all the time in all regions on Earth where the military operates, we also have confirmation that those sightings go back to the 1950s and cannot be explained by our own military activities, any of our foreign adversaries, or any known natural phenomenon. So, with the lack of a reasonable alternative explanation, I think it is important that we start taking the idea of alien life possibly visiting Earth seriously. And I think the question of what UAPs are and where they come from is one of the most exciting questions for humankind to investigate. We should be doing a lot more to try to figure out what UAPs actually are. Because although many sightings turn out to be other things, some events like the Tic Tac witnessed by David Fravor cannot be explained by any known reasonable explanation other than alien craft. So I think the data we have right now is too limited. So scientists all over the earth should be trying to investigate what these are by gathering as much possible data as we can. So we need to take a lot more pictures of areas where UAPs are commonly sighted. And we need that data to be made public to the fullest extent possible. But not only did David Fravor and Ryan Graves give testimony to Congress, so did David Grush. And Grush was a former Air Force veteran who investigated UAP incidents. Then he transitioned to the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency and investigated UAP incidents there. And he was informed by 40 current and former US military officials of a reverse engineering and craft retrieval program. So he became a whistleblower alleging that aspects of the intelligence community were disobeying the official chain of command, and that secret programs within the intelligence community were collaborating with private companies to work on a reverse engineering program that was being illegally kept from oversight of Congress and even the president. And in the investigation Congress has launched into those claims, they've encountered what they've called stonewalling that has tried to block their access to the protected disclosures that David Grush gave, as well as even just block a reporting mechanism for UAP sightings from commercial airline pilots. So the intelligence community is trying to block Congress from looking into those claims, as well as block any form of data gathering from commercial airline pilots for Congress. So I think we have enough evidence to say that these craft and these sightings are real. And I think it is more likely than not that the United States government is engaged in a cover-up. So my main point is that I hope you think that the UAP issue is an important place for humankind to investigate. But Congress needs more support, and your congressman will need to know that this is an important issue to investigate. So if you agree that the American government should be looking into the claims made by David Grush and investigating the craft seen by David Fravor and Ryan Graves, then you need to call your congressman or email them or message them in some way expressing your support for continued investigations into these claims. Because the Pentagon just came out with their report in March, and they said that there's nothing to see here and all of those claims are wrong. But the congressional investigation has actually encountered tons of stonewalling. So I don't believe the Pentagon report on themselves. I will believe members of Congress when they've been fully informed of all alleged woo-saps from the intelligence community. And I recorded a longer podcast where I go into all of the Arrow report and the history of the UFO investigations discussed in that report. But my main point is that I think the investigation into what UAPs are and where they come from is one of the most exciting scientific questions we could try to answer in the 21st century, and I hope you do too.